In a game with so many different storylines that starts with Wemby being ejected, 8:39 left in the second quarter with the flagrant 2. And then we get to the win with the Timberwolves, and Jaden McDaniels is ready to talk to us, so let's just start with him and the conversation. Jaden, for you guys, I'm just curious. You take us back to the second quarter. We see Wemby go out, and then you guys have an opportunity to tie up this series, obviously. What goes through your mind? What are the conversations you're having when you're prepared to play against Victor the entire game, and he's out during the second quarter?
Really just keep being aggressive. I know that even when he's in the game, we try to get in the paint and attack him. So even when their backup big is in, try to stay as aggressive and just make the right reads. And it changes the dynamic of our offense a little bit, but we just got to continue to attack and get in the paint.
Jaden, T-Mac here. You had a phenomenal series in that first series. And coming into this series, this is a different challenge. What poses that challenge for you on the offensive end? Because you're struggling with your shot a little bit. Defense has been incredible, but your shot has been struggling a little bit. How you get back to playing and shooting efficiently on the offensive end?
Really just trust the work I put in. I mean, you know, you go through ups and downs, but really just continue to work, and not worry about the misses, just and staying confident and throughout the misses and makes. So really just staying true to myself and continuing to work.
Jay, you typically have the Wemby assignment, and the moment that he got kind of tossed tonight, your defensive strategy completely changed. Kind of walk us through what you saw open up for Minnesota at the end of the game.
Really just us being able to pressure, and then knowing that, because Wemby's kind of like they bailout pass, you know, he's so tall. So just knowing that he's not there and that we can pressure as much as we can and not let them run their sets, and then just transition, we got to get back. They was running super fast on us. But other than that, we got to handle transition. Our off half-court defense is going to be great every time.
Jaden, this VC. Can you tell us what will it take for you guys to win Game 5?
Stay together. How this same as this game. We was down. We go through adversity. It don't matter when the time of the game is that we're going through it. Just staying together, staying confident. And whoever's night it is, if tonight is Ant's night, we're going to feed the high hand. And it don't matter. It's the playoffs. Whoever does good, if you do bad, suck it up, and you just got to move to the next one, just win the game.
I love that you brought up Ant-Man, 16 points in the fourth quarter. Obviously, he's super clutch, and you always know having that guy on your side, you can probably do anything. Can you speak to the confidence he allows you guys to have going into any series that you play in the postseason?
Yeah, he's always feeding confidence, putting that battery in our back. And I'll say just when we get the ball, he's always telling us to be aggressive because they doubling them, and it just makes it more space for us to go attack, find each other. And then he knows he's going to get the rock, and he's going to be able to show out when it's time. So he just trusts us, and we trust him as well.
Hey, J-Mac, it's Mother's Day, man. Can we get a shout-out to your mom, and can we get a smile?
Yeah, shout out to my mom. Appreciate you. I love you, and appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Jaden McDaniels. We always jump waiting for the smile.
I can't see y'all, so I can't see y'all.
Yeah, there it goes. There's the smile on a Mother's Day. And he got a win for Mama. Congratulations. Yep. We love to see it. Look, 6 players in double figures for Minnesota in this victory, and really shot the ball better than they have so far, 44% from the field. They needed that in this in order to tie it up. They do a great job also protecting that home court, the target center. I think that's very important for them. But let's get into what Naz Reid also meant to this game. There were several times. First of all, he's the one that got hit by Wemby. We saw him get hit maybe twice in the head. We saw him go down with the ankle, but every time he got up, and it was necessary for him to get up, VC, because they needed him down the street.
Yeah, when he got back in the game, he had the big drive on Cornette for the layup. He had the big offensive rebound. So that's just understanding how important you are to the team and what is needed regardless of your injury. Yes, most guys are hurt in the postseason, but at the same time, if you still can go out there, and he did that. He got beat up tonight, Coach. Yeah,
he finger rolled him.
He finger rolled him into the rim. Yeah, he took a beating tonight, but at the same time, he showed up for the team.
Yeah, he has that ability. I was pleased with how he played at the end of this game. But for me, it's because every night poses a different challenge of who is going to step up. And when you go back to Game 1, to me, Julius Randle was phenomenal in Game 1. But we haven't seen that Julius Randle since Game 1, right? And I'm looking at his attempts. Game 1, he had 20 attempts. He hasn't had remotely close to that in the last few games. So if they want to go into San Antonio and knock them off, and I'm sure Wemby is going to be back, they're going to need more from Julius Randle.
I think he had the advantage in the post. If he runs down in transition, get an early post up, things like that. I think that's one of the things that it sounded like you were frustrated with.
Yeah.
But I think that's, if there's no Wemby, his ability to score in the paint gives them the advantage, and it opens up open shots. Right. He's a great passer.
And I think probably on average, Wemby probably maybe sits down 10 or 11 minutes. I think Minnesota has to take advantage of those minutes while he's sitting on the bench.
Yep.
But for me, with Julius Randle, because he's so big and strong and very talented, I wouldn't be lazy in transition. When we get in that rebound, I'm sprinting, getting ahead of everybody, right? Because that gives me an opportunity to score before their defense is set up. When their defense is set up and Wemby is back there, you're not really getting too many opportunities 15 feet and in because he's covering all that ground. So for me,
especially when Wemby is out. When, Wemby was out, and Julius, for him to get those early post-ups that you recommended, he has to sprint the court. He got to run the court. You mentioned that a couple of times watching the game. Like, why is he at half court when the offense is already ahead of him? If he can switch that and get them early post-ups in transition, get 6 to 8 points early offense, that opens it up for him everywhere.
Bro. Absolutely.
Well, that's something that's left on the table, and they still walk away with the win. Obviously, this game is going to look completely different when Wemby's able to play more than 12 minutes and 29 seconds. That's all he was able to put in for this one. But the Spurs were still in it, though, Melo, throughout this game. I mean, they could have won this game without Wemby, which we've seen them do repeatedly over the course of the regular season as he sat out those 18 games. But what was your takeaway from what we saw from San Antonio without Wemby in this game?
Just no Wemby. No, honestly, it's when you start the game with Wemby and then you end the game without Wemby and something, obviously something happened and Wemby got ejected, but it's a different game plan now. We got to switch it up. And we on the road, too. So Minnesota kept their foot on the gas and kept his foot on the gas. Dylan Harper was amazing tonight, 8 for 11, 24 points. Stephon Castle, I thought De'Aaron Fox kind of went cold, last 5-6 minutes in that fourth quarter kind of hurt them a little bit. But when you talk about Dylan Harper and what he's bringing off the bench, that energy. You're talking about getting downhill. He's in attack downhill. He's going north and south. So that allows Stephon Castle to be a lot more aggressive in his role on the team offensively, also defensively too, because now he can gamble more. He can get in the passing lanes. He can be a little bit more aggressive on the ball. So I think Dylan Harper, his imprint on this game today, even though they didn't win the basketball game, it's a good sign for them going into Game 5.
Yeah, well, listen, this is the second time that ultimately the Spurs have had to play without Wemby for extended time in one game. Remember, against Portland, went down with that concussion that happened in the second quarter, and obviously the ejection in the second quarter of this game. Let's hear from their head coach, Mitch Johnson, who's stepping up to the podium to address the media.
So it's sounding to me like there's something differently you'd like to see from the officials in the way they officiate him.
I just think that the amount of physicality that people play with him, at some level you have to protect yourself. Every single play on every single part of the floor, people are trying to impose their physicality on him. I get it, we get it, that's part of the game. But at some stage, he's gotten chucked, he's gotten pushed down in transition, running freely, all the stuff. He doesn't complain one time. We don't complain because we're just going to play. We don't really give a shit, excuse my language. But at some stage, he should be protected. And if not, he's going to have to protect himself. And unfortunately, stuff like that happens.
Do you think in protecting himself, his reaction was in frustration then?
No, I think it's in getting hit on every play. And so at times you have to create a lead, get a rebound, get a catch, try to stop them from scoring, protect the ball. And so it's gotten to the point I don't know what else to tell him. We've tried to give him fundamental direction on how to deal with it. And at times it seems like that's not enough.
By the letter of the law, I think the league is supposed to look at this tomorrow and decide about his status for the next game. Do you think there's any possibility that he should be suspended for the next game?
No. Again, I don't even know the legality or the rules, but there was zero intent. They did what they did because of the outcome of the play. So be it. But to have anything on top of that, I think would be ridiculous.
Coach, how do you think the guys responded after he got ejected and just maintaining composure and keeping the foot on the gas?
Phenomenal. Had a chance to win, things we could have been better at. didn't close it out the way we wanted to, but I thought the reaction obviously was phenomenal. I mean, we were leading there until the end, and they made some shots. We didn't finish the possession with some rebounds, got some tough whistles. But Minnesota made some plays, and they finished the game. But I thought the guys reacted in a phenomenal way.
Who had a worse night? Did Wemby have a worse night? Or the guy sitting there?
That's how Wemby was
Cuzzo did. Hey, y'all.
Hey, after he said, I'm suspended.
You say, what's the ejection?
I'm ejected? Me?
I'm ejected?
You're ejected, Vince? I'm
good.
ejected. He's like the pick number six. Me?
I'm better
That's
now. I'm better now.
Honestly, I think you took it personally.
That's a sick look right there.
I'm better now. See?
Look at that face.
Don't this way. Don't worry about that.
Keep it right there on him. Keep it right there on him.
I'm good.
That is the angriest I've ever seen you.